Somehow as I've gotten older, I feel like I've forgotten how to play. As a kid, I used to turn trees into imaginary homes and build forts with blankets in the living room. But nowadays, that imaginary world feels really far away. Life's been feeling a bit too serious lately. So to make my life more fun, I've decided to take myself back to my childhood and relearn how to play again. I've got this picture of my younger self that I keep on my wall. It was actually Maria's idea. I've been looking at it and just feeling like I've been taking life too seriously. So I took some time and wrote out a list of things that I used to love doing as a child. And I'm like, when was the last time that I played? So I decided that I'm gonna do two of the things. Number one, I used to love making forts as a kid, and so I'm gonna do that. And number two, I saw some kids on the beach the other day building a sandcastle. And I was like, when was the last time I built a sandcastle? But first, before I make the fort, I'm gonna bake a snack that my mom used to make all the time. I'm gonna put on some music that I used to love as a kid, and then I'm gonna build this fort, and then I've got this little surprise for myself. The energy of this little guy is just like beaming inside of me. I'm so excited. So let's bake, and then I'm gonna make a fort. All right. Sometimes it feels like the things I loved as a kid were left far behind. It feels like I crossed an imaginary bridge one day, became an adult, and said goodbye to my childhood forever. It makes me sad to think that there was a day many years ago where I went outside to play for the last time and I didn't even know it. But I'm realizing now that that chapter doesn't need to remain closed forever, and I'm excited to reopen it. Hi. I did it. I made a fort and I am so happy. I'm gonna give you a tour. So a very important part of a good fort is a secret door. And so we've got this one. Oh my gosh, guys, I'm too big for this. It's right here. Secret door, swings open. I always like to make a fun little entrance. It was something I love to do, and it also made me happy today. And then after the entrance, we walk into our beautiful living room. We've got a fireplace. We've got nice cozy lighting. We've got live plants. I mean, what more do you need, really? This is awesome. So now here's the secret, is that when I was a kid, I was obsessed with Power Rangers. I dressed up as a Power Ranger. I think it was one of my first Halloween costumes. When I was younger, people asked me like, what do you want to be when you grow up? And I would say I want to be a Power Ranger. I haven't watched Power Rangers since I was maybe like 5 or 6. And so I found one of the episodes that I used to watch, and I'm gonna watch it and have a snack, and this is gonna be awesome. Sitting there on my bedroom floor, watching kids' TV, I forgot all about the seriousness of adult life. It was like the world faded away, and all that was left was joy. Later in the afternoon the next day, I headed out to the beach to build a sandcastle. Walking along the sand with the new toys I bought was bringing out that childlike wonder that I thought I had lost. I was really starting to feel like a kid again. I have to admit, it felt pretty strange sitting there playing in the sand as an adult. I wondered what people thought as they walked by. But to my surprise, everyone seemed to love it. It seemed like they were remembering what it was like to play too. You know what I'm thinking about as I'm making this is just that I was feeling like life is too serious, but I think I've just made it feel serious. Like life isn't inherently serious. It can be fun, it can be silly, it can be whimsical. You can still get the same things done that you're supposed to do as an adult, but who says you can't come out and build a sandcastle for fun or make a fort in your room, you know? Like my hands are so dirty, my knees. I really feel like a kid and it's so fun. I don't know why I haven't done this. I really don't know why. We're running out of light and I think there's a thunderstorm coming, so I gotta finish this. I came to the beach today to play like a kid again. But on a regular day, I would have felt like I had to make something more put together, the way an adult would. By removing that pressure, it actually allowed me to have more fun. Instead of worrying about what anything looked like, which honestly wasn't that great, I was just playing to have fun. And that's the way it's supposed to be. Okay, I think it's done. I tried my best to fill the moat, but I'm too far from the water and all of it just sunk into the sand, so that didn't work. But I present to you the King's Palace. It is protecting a piece of coral that I found that looks like a brain. And so I've decided, using my imagination, that this is Frankenstein's brain. So this entire thing is just a fortress to protect Frankenstein's brain. We've got a nice little bridge. We've got fencing all the way around. And of course, a beautiful view. We did it successfully. Oh my God, I'm literally the last person on this beach right now. I've heard people say that to find your purpose in life, all you need to do is reconnect with what you used to love as a child. Because that spark was already there. You might just have forgotten to let it burn. And I think there's a lot of truth to that. You know, after spending the time this week to reconnect with my childhood, I've realized that it's way easier than I thought. Like, it only took me a few hours. I maybe spent 2 or 3 hours total doing these things this week. And this little guy was so happy. You know, I decided to do this because life was feeling a little bit serious and I just wanted to bring some lightness and play to it. And it actually made me reconnect with some things that I had just totally forgotten about. So this was a really nice reminder to nurture those things inside of me that I maybe have forgotten about, but I know that I love. And I think that's the answer to making life feel a little less serious as an adult, is just to remember where you came from, who you are, and what maybe you left behind, and just choose to not leave it there. As silly as it might feel, it will make you feel better. At least it did for me. I feel like it kind of healed something that I've been missing in my life. So now I think after doing this, I'm not just gonna keep this picture of little me on my wall, but I'm gonna try to incorporate versions of my younger self into my life, just because it made it so much more fun. So why did we stop playing? I think as we got older, life made it feel like we weren't allowed to anymore. But the good thing is, as an adult, you get to make your own choices. And at least for me, I choose to bring it back.